Stefan here from History Hustle, and I'm here at Zetsche Zollverein Coal Mine and Industrial Complex here in Essen, Germany. In this video I am going to discuss the French occupation of the Ruhr. After the First World War, the Treaty of Versailles was signed, and this was an embarrassment for Germany. The Allies stripped Germany of its colonies, of land. They had to reduce their army to only 100,000 men, and on top of that they had to pay money, and a lot of money. A reparation commission was established, and they calculated a sum that Germany had to pay, and it came down to 226 billion gold marks. Later this was reduced to only 132 billion gold marks. Now you can argue, well, that's almost a 50% discount, but hey, that was still a hell of a lot of money. How did Germany have to pay for this? Well, the newly created Weimar Republic, they came up with the idea to just print more money, and that's what they did. However, the Allies anticipated this trick, and they only accepted hard currency, dollars or pounds. As British economist John Maynard Keynes argued, the Reparation Commission was a tool employed to destroy Germany's commercial and economic organization, as well as to exact payment. So Germany had no means to pay. The British, they understood this. The French, however, they did not. They wanted money, and they wanted it now. So they were thinking of occupying the Ruhr, the industrial heartland of Germany. Now note here that the German Rhineland was already under Allied occupation since the end of 1918. The French, they wanted to expand their zone. Tipping point for this was when the Reparations Committee concluded that the German government was deliberately holding back on the delivery of timber and telegraph poles. So on the 11th of January 1923, the French moved in, and the Belgians, they soon followed. Now, the German reaction was obviously very negative. A resistance occurred, but this was mostly passive. Think of strikes and demonstrations. The German workers, they went into a strike, and they were supported by the Berlin government. And guess what the Berlin government used to pay them with? Exactly, printed money. Now, the idea was that the French could impossible mine coal with bayonets. So the French, they brought in their own people. Meanwhile, hyperinflation reached its peak, and the German economy was shattered. Did you know that there was even a very short-lived autonomous state called the Rhenish Republic that was only dissolved 1 year later? As for the French-Belgian occupation of the Ruhr, the atmosphere quickly soured. See, the Germans, they put up passive resistance, strikes and demonstrations. The French, however, they reacted violently. Shooting occurred on a daily basis. Around 140 Germans would die during the French occupation of the Ruhr. Also, this was followed by violent acts of sabotage from the German side. Okay, now meanwhile, tensions in Germany arose, and this culminated into the failed beer Keller putsch perpetrated by Adolf Hitler in Munich. Now, this uprising failed, but it showed nevertheless how weak the Weimar Republic actually was. In France, things weren't going easy as well. The occupation was very costly, and the French currency was about to drop. Not as drastically as the German currency, but still. Finally, the Americans came to the rescue in 1924 with the Dawes Plan. This was a plan to regulate German reparation payments. What the details of this plan were and how it exactly turned out, that's something for another video, and I just wanted to leave it here. Now, if you want to know more about the civil unrest in the early years of the Weimar Republic, you can click right here for the video of the Spartacus Uprising, or right here for the video of the Kaputsch. Like and subscribe. Check me out on Instagram and Facebook as well. And please consider becoming a Patreon, because with your patronage, I can make better, cooler, and more awesome videos for you. Until next time.